Well, we get our bees in, and one thing you want to do is check with your bee supplier when the bees were shaken. It's Saturday today, these particular bees were shaken on Wednesday, so they've only been there for a couple of days. That's not enough time for the queen for the bees to get used to the queen pheromone, but it might be enough time for them to empty or almost empty the sugar can. Well, we had a beautiful day yesterday, and this morning we woke up to anywhere from 1 inch to 5 inches of snow, so I don't think many people are going to be hiving this weekend. You want to be able to take care of your bees in the package, and to do that, what we want to do, we don't want to pay money to ship the full cans of sugar syrup up here, so we want to be able to refill the can. And the easiest way to do that is to mist your bees with your clean, brand new sugar sprayer. You don't want to use an old Windex bottle or something that's had any kind of pesticides. And then, just like you're hiving your bees, we bang it down, give them another shot. And here's a chance to check our queen. We can look in there and see that she's running around in her cage. We know she's alive and well. If by chance she's dead, I check everybody's queen before they leave. But if you bang it down and she's dead, then we can use our Holland patty, put over the hole. This has got a little bit of sugar syrup in it. Probably good. Today's Saturday, probably good for the rest of today and maybe tomorrow, but it's supposed to be kind of crummy. So I just want to pop this plastic ring off, don't lose it, and then top this off with some 1-to-1 sugar water through the hole. Now, some of the cans don't come with this ring in it. There's one supplier that just pokes a few holes in there, which you can't refill. I'll be glad to supply you a refillable can if that's the case. You get your bees and the weather's crummy and you can't refill the can. Just get in touch and I'll sell you a can at a cheap price. So I'm going to refill this. If this is full, it should last 5 to 7 days. And by then the weather's going to be nice. Now the most important thing here, you want to have this ring and snap it back in there. Make sure that the cloth, I've had them where it didn't snap in properly, and I put it down and I hear this glug 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 as the syrup trickles out of the can. So I'm going to mist these girls again, bang it down, and put the full can back in the hole. Now they're set for another 5 to 7 days. When you store them, you want to keep it between, let's say 50 and 65 degrees, preferably in the dark. And that way they're less stressed. Now the advantage to this, if let's say it's Tuesday or Wednesday of next week before the weather clears up to be nice enough to hive, bees are used to the pheromones of this queen in the cage. And you can direct release the queen, making sure you use your squirt bottle to squirt her so when you open up the cage. And let me show you how to open up a cage here. This is the plastic JZBZ queen cage, and when you hive the bees, normally you pull this plastic cap off, exposing the queen candy, and this is really old queen candy, so it's pretty tough. But the bees will chew this away in 3 to 4 days, allowing the queen to be released. But after 3 or 4 days, if she hasn't been released, you can go in, stick your thumbnail underneath the corner, pop this up, and then the whole top hinges. And I highly suggest that you squirt the queen through the cage before you do that, because you're standing up here, you release her, there goes $25 flying away. So you want to squirt her through there, pop this little trap door, get down close to the top of the beehive, and then shake her out and watch her crawl down between the frames. Then in another 4 or 5 days, go back and check for eggs and larvae. So that's how you take care of your bees. If you can't hive them right away, no problem. They'll stay. Unfortunately, I found out that they will stay as long as a month in here. Not recommended. You want to keep them in the cage until it's good enough weather to hive them. Get out there and do that. And remember to have your equipment stored inside at room temperature where it's warm. It's just like coming home to a log cabin with a frozen water bed. Nobody wants to do that. So if the little bit of honey and mass that's in these boxes when we hive it, if it's room temperature, it's a lot easier on the bees. And the sugar syrup we want to feed them will be warm also. Thanks a lot.